Hello everyone and welcome to Linnguish tutorials for the project Super Bowl of the USA group. Here are all the activities and games that you will need to do with your group. Okay, let's start. Game number one of the first lesson is the mystery mime. That's the way to introduce what we're going to do, and what we're going to do in the first lesson is talk about sports. So simply, you can just show a kid one of your flash counts that you need for lesson ones, and you can tell him, okay, can you mime this sport, archery? Okay, and this kid will do, and all the other kids have to raise their hand, and you say, what sport do you think it is? And they have to say, I think it's, etc., etc. Some are, of course, very easy, volleyball, golf, etc. Some are a bit harder for English learners, like archery, scuba diving, etc. But it's a great way to introduce. Number two, the practice game. Play, do, or go. So, you all know that in English, we use different verbs with different activities. We play football, we go skydiving, we do karate. So using the same flash counts as you've used for the mime, teach them the difference between go, play, and do. These differences are mainly the fact that with go, it's an activity that ends in ing. With play, it's a team activity usually involving a ball or a disc. It's a competition. And with do, it's a sport you can usually do alone. Now, to do this activity on a table, just put your go, play, and do, and have the kids put what corresponds under. Fishing. Do you play fishing, do fishing, or go fishing? Go fishing! Yes, you go fishing. Yoga. What about yoga? Oh, you play yoga? Go yoga? Do yoga? You do yoga, yes. Now, to continue with our play, do, and go activity, we're going to do a football pair share. So how we're going to do that is each kid is going to receive a flash count. For example, you'll get cycling, okay? Cycling, it's for you. And we're going to play the pair share. So two teams. One team against the wall, one team looking at them, and they have to say, hey, do you want to go cycling with me? And the other kid has to say, of course, yes, I want to go cycling with you. Then we switch. The other kid asks their own spot, hey, do you want to do karate with me? Oh yes, I want to do karate with you, etc., etc. Then the last one goes at the front and comes back. Now that Team A knows what sports Team B wants to do and vice versa, we can play the football game. So in this particular football game, we have a regular football field with the yards 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and going down 40, 30, 20, 10, and the end zone. Just draw this, and the kids will understand it's some sort of game. It's a good moment then to introduce your football. If you teach European kids, they will think of a football as a round ball that you play soccer with. Tell them that in the USA, football is a sport played with this ball and played by hand. Now, put your football in the middle, the 50-yard line. Each team will have to answer questions. And if they get it right, this team, we're going to call Team A and Team B. Team A can push it towards the end zone every 10 yards. So they'll go to the 40-yard zone, etc. until they get to the end zone. Now, you can ask, okay, Team A, who wants to go cycling? Who in the class wants to go cycling? The kids have to raise their hand. They have only one chance, and they have to use the sentence, Ben wants to go cycling. Is it true, Ben? Yes. Okay, you can move your ball to the end zone. Then it's the opposite team turn to play. Okay, team, who wants to do karate? Anyone? Helen wants to do karate? Helen, is it true? No, sorry. So they are not moving the ball towards their side. And we continue like that until eventually someone scores a touchdown by going to the end zone or goes as far as they can, okay? If you want your kids to reach the end zone and score a touchdown, you can of course change the rules and say that one right answer allows them to move 20 yards, okay? So you can go from 20 to 20. Okay, now let's get talking about actual football and how to play football, what teams, etc. To start this, let's do a little bit of football drill or just a little bit of sport, because we need the kids to understand go left, go right, go high, go low, go forward, go backward. We want to teach them directions. So use the directions to do some sort of aerobics or getting pumped up or anything to really get them into a football mood. Now's a good moment to introduce your football teams, because we're going to talk about all the football teams in the NFL, all the 32 football teams, the San Francisco 49ers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, etc., etc. All of the football teams. So to introduce them, you can just lay them out on the table, not saying anything, and asking your kids, what are these? Where are they from? Etc., etc. Eliciting answers from them, saying what they know. Show them the differences, that you have animals on some, like the St. Louis Rams, then some refers to jobs, like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Once you have shown all the teams, show them the map. So this is a really small map. You'll have a much larger map on in your folder, an A3 or even A2. But for the camera, I'm using this map. So show them where each team is. Of course, showing them that the San Francisco 49ers, of course, are on the West Coast, that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in the South, in Florida, etc., etc. And we're going to use this map to play Pin the Team. Now, the Pin the Team game is your typical pin the donkey, the tail on the donkey game. You're going to blindfold one kid and tell them, okay, the team they need to play is the Denver Broncos, okay? And your classmates are going to help you get there. So, beforehand you would have taught them, go higher, go lower, go left, go right, etc. So if they start here, you can tell them, okay, go higher, go lower, go right. Okay, stop, drop it. Okay, then they open their eyes, open their blindfold, and yeah, you're right, it's where the Denver Broncos are. Okay, great way to teach or review directions in a fun way. now that you kids know the teams in the NFL, let's play Football Manager. So, to play Football Manager, you'll need to gather different teams, but not random teams. You will need a team from the South, for example, the New Orleans Saints, a team from the West Coast, the Seattle Seahawks, for example, a team with an animal on it, the Jaguars, and the oldest team. Now, what is the oldest team in the NFL? It's the Green Bay Packers. So, each team, 2 or 3 teams, will have to gather all of these teams. Let's roll the dice. Imagine they roll a 1. They can choose a state, any state, using this magic sentence. If they roll a 2, you ask them a trivia question. If they get it right, they get a state, using the same sentence. If they roll a 3, they have to exchange a team with another group. So they have to exchange the Green Bay Packers with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, for example. If they roll a 4, they can steal a team from another group. They can literally take any team they want from another group. Number 5 is the opposite. If they roll a 5, you take a team away from them without asking any question, but they still have to react. And number 6, it's a taboo. So, in the taboo, they have to describe the team they want without using the name. For example, we want, it's an animal, a yellow and black animal with big teeth that lives in the jungle. And of course, make it a bit harder. The Detroit Lions? No, yellow and black. Oh, the Jacksonville Jaguars? Yes, you can get that one. Okay? And of course, the first team to win is the team to get all the teams, or once you can stop at any time and decide who is the winner based on what NFL teams they have in their stack, especially if they have the Green Bay Packers, which are the most important teams to get in the game. Okay, let's get to cheering and cheerleading. First thing that is not in the lesson plans, make sure you show that using the videos that cheerleading is fun and it's not a girly girl thing to do. Boys do it too. It's very it's a very difficult sport. It's a lot of fun. It's a great thing. Okay, don't have to show them that, because if you have especially European kids, they won't be so open to the idea. But anyway, cheering is a lot of fun, and one thing you can really do is, as an introduction, is to cheer and spell their own name. For example, if you have kids from a city from Arras, for example, in the north of France, they can spell it. They can A-R-R-A-S and make something out of it. You know, some kind of choreography or you name it. And that's going to be helpful for you to use it later on with other cheers that you're going to do. For example, we got spirits, etc., etc. Now we are at the end of the line, literally. It's the last lesson of the project, so of course we're going to play football. Now, you're probably wondering, how can we play football in the classroom? Literally in a classroom. Don't worry, there are a lot of ways to play football. First thing that's going to be really important is to review, as it's written in the lesson plans, to review the cheers, to review the teams, and to create 2 big teams that are going to cheer, that are going to have colors, etc. Once you have created your 2 teams, see who wants to play football, see who wants to cheer. Maybe one person wants to be the journalist or anything if they don't feel like doing either of those things. But let's get down to it and let's play football. But we're going to play football tag. So the version where it's not with a flag, we're not going to make flags, we're just going to tap the person to stop that person and stay with the ball. So you can play this in the big hallway. If you have a big room where they can do sports, don't hesitate to ask to use it. If you really don't have anything else, if it's sunny outside, don't hesitate to take your kids outside, play outside. If you got a big classroom, don't hesitate to push some tables. It's not going to be crazy because the game is going to be active for maybe a few seconds only, because the kids are not going to go far and you're going to start again from that line. So what can you use to play this game? Of course, an actual football. If you don't have one, any ball, any round volleyball, anything can do. And if you don't have anything, just make a makeshift ball. It's all you need, so that you can have a quarterback from the blue and yellow team called the Little Team Forever that is going to throw to a receiver. That's all you need, because you want to play a small scale game just so they can get the jig of it and really have fun and discover a new sport. Okay? Now, if you really can't do football tag for any reason, don't hesitate to do paper football. So what is paper football? You fold a piece of paper in a triangle. In each team you have someone who makes the end zone like this, and the other player has to throw, using a pinch, the paper football through the end zone. Okay? And with that kind of game, you can ask trivia questions if you want, or other things, okay? Thank you very much for watching. This was the Super Bowl Project 4 for the USA group at Linnguish Tutorials. Bye.